He's a good guy. He was here Saturday. He's been here a couple other times. A good friend of mine. Please give it up for John Clark. All right. Let's pump up the energy in here. Pump it up. Pump it up. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Beautiful weather we're having. Got a lot more of it to look forward to, I hear. There you go. So, I have an iron deficiency, therefore my clothes are usually pretty wrinkly. Does anyone here have a foot fetish? Yeah. Do people with foot fetishes consider athlete's foot to be a venereal disease? So I got caught walking through the graveyard at night the other night with my dogs. I was actually picking up one of their stools, and apparently that's not cool. The groundskeeper was telling me it's disrespectful. But I was like, well, the dog's on a leash and I'm picking it up, so what's your argument? But the graveyard is across the street from an old folks home, which, like, what kind of city planning is that? They're like, there's a graveyard here, and there's this apartment building, we're going to turn it into an old folks home. We give them something to look forward to. They can play out the rest of their days just looking longingly across the street at the overgrown grass around the graves. So this is in Hamden, and Hamden's an interesting place. It's made up of numerous varieties of people. You have the townies of Appalachian descent, toads for short, I call them toads, hipsters, yuppies, college kids, like artsy-fartsy guys, and then there's townsters. Townsters are townies who wear like super tight jeans and funny t-shirts, but they're still townies. This creates all kinds of humorous situations. Recently, there was this upscale wine bar that opened up on the avenue, and there's like this big glass window in front. You can look in and see all the yuppies sipping their fancy wines and eating their overpriced appetizers. And then right next door is a store that sells only extra long plain t-shirts, low-rise jeans in children's sizes, only in children's sizes, and baby strollers. All kinds of baby strollers. You got your umbrella stroller, your double-deckers, the whole nine. A Hamdenite, when they turn 13, I don't know if you know this, there's a ceremony, it's a celebration known as a Balt Mitzvah, where you turn 13 and the family kind of saves up and they give you a carton of Marlboro Light 100s, a baby stroller, and a crumpled up $20 bill. Do whatever you want with, no questions asked. So I'm colorblind. I'm red-green colorblind. Anyone else colorblind here? All right. So you can't feel my pain, but I don't like to admit it, but occasionally I have to inform people that I'm not retarded. I'm just colorblind. And there's two basic reactions to this. The first one is like deep, like over-the-top sympathy, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I'm so sorry. That must be horrible. It's not that bad. And then the other reaction is really annoying. They start pointing to like each and every nearby object and quizzing me on what color it is. That's pretty sadistic. Well, first off, if I happen to get one right, then I'm immediately reproached with skepticism. You're not really colorblind. I was like, I just use context clues and logic. It's the American flag. There's one of 3 colors, and I know them all. And but it's sadistic because it's kind of like asking a penguin to majestically soar into the heavens. Can someone get that, please? I'm expecting a call. Anyway, playing on the ambience. That's what I did there. So it's like, asking a penguin to fly or asking a Republican not to eat babies or something. So I used to be a vegetarian. You're a vegetarian, right, Ayana?
Yeah.
I used to be a vegetarian. I made it a whole year, and then I broke down at Thanksgiving with the turkey, because I kind of ate it out of respect, but recently I discovered this is a real thing, flexitarianism. And that's when you try to eat vegetarian for the most part, but you haven't taken meat completely off the table, so to speak. So the way I do it is, if meat has been bought and paid for by someone else and prepared, I'll eat it. You know, if they kind of expect me to eat it, I'll eat it. I'm okay with that. So I'm kind of a meat mooch, which it stems from what I used to be, which was I was a flexaholic. So, you know, if someone had a pack of cigarettes, I'd smoke one if they were willing to part with one, and if there was beer around that I hadn't paid for, I'd totally drink one. Someone rolls a jab, I'd hit that shit. Someone gives me a line of blow, what the fuck? Of course I'm going to snort that. I want to smell things that are far away. And if someone pays a hooker, I'm going to watch. I'm at least going to watch, you know. So, I had this cool job. I work in a building with like just a few other people, and I get to listen to my own music, and no one really cares. But I've been there for 2 years now, and apparently there's only so much They Might Be Giants and Belle and Sebastian that normal people can handle. So I've been allowing the radio to be turned on, and what we've been listening to is Jack FM. And if you're not familiar, Jack FM is like the worst radio station ever. It's a clear channel station.
We play it here.
You do?
Yeah.
Stop it. Do people listen to the commercials and everything? You don't have XM around? Come on. This is classy. It's too classy for Jack. Jack FM, we play what we want. Fuck Jack FM, we don't have DJs, we just have this guy's pre-recorded messages, and we play what we want. So it's like Madonna, and then Creed, and then Billy Joel, and then Nickelback, and then cut to commercial, where it's like an actor giving a testimonial, trying to sound like they're a real person. And I think that, if they keep making these commercials, there must be people that actually believe that they're real people. And then there's the fake government announcement, like, due to the economic recession, President Obama has announced that December 23rd is lawn furniture liquidation sale. So come on down to Slappy's and get yourself a hammock. And then, there's always, the best slash worst part are the answering machine messages, where Jack has this answering machine and people call in and hope to get their message played on the air. It's always like, hey Jack, it's Skeeter here, I'm just calling from a truck. I just want to tell you, man, I don't need none of that iPod, MP3, CD player, GPS bullshit, Zoom, fuck that. I just turn you on and I'm good to go. It's like you're inside my head, Jack. I love you, Jack. And then the next one's like, hey Jack, it's Louise calling from Middle River. Just want to say, still listening. I haven't gotten your call back yet. Maybe I'm just missing you, but give me a call. Next message, Jack, it's Louise again. I just want to tell you I'm late. So you might want to give me a call back. Love you. Keep playing my tunes. Thanks, Jack. So, this one's for you, Ayana. So, I'm the only guy I know who's not into the whole oral sex thing. Does anyone here you guys like blowjobs?
Yeah.
It's gross. The human mouth is a known cesspool of disease and bacteria. And there's teeth, there's incisors and cuspids and bicuspids and fucking molars to grind your dick with. I'm not sending my little guy in there unless he's got an AK-47 and a machete. Also, my girlfriend has this bald spot on the top of her head, which is kind of unsightly, and a little bit of lice, and the worst case of dandruff I've ever seen. I'm John Clark.
All right, so we're having a pretty good time. We're actually getting a pretty good turnout.